Kaboom, boom, boom. Kaboom.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another. I took me a minute. I don't know how to brain fart. Welcome back to another episode of the AIB show. This is Amit.
And Dominic, this dude is on the red eye jet lag
Bruv,
vibes.
I'm struggling today.
All right, let's hype you up. Let's hype you up.
All right, what you got? I mean, it's cool. Is that new or old? Let's start there.
Last year.
It's got an old, like, what's his face? What was it? It's got an old juvenile type beat to it from back in the day, but no, I
Manny
don't know who it
Fresh,
is.
Cash Money.
Yeah, but no, I don't know who this is. Should I?
It's La Tyler.
I'm sorry, what? Lil Tyler?
No, not Lil. La.
Oh, I'm sorry, LA Tyler?
No, Luh. La.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. My bad. It's on
Yeah.
me.
Yo.
LUH?
Yeah, La. You don't remember
Are there a
this? Remember like Trick La the Kids?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, but I get that. That's
La
in a
Tyler.
phrase. So it's Love Tyler is this guy's name?
Yeah, but it's no. It's La Tyler.
Well, I'm with you, but I'm saying, me trying to say Love Tyler. So this dude, wow, I'm. That's the thing. Are there a bunch of
He's a
loves
little
running around?
teenager. He's like a small little dude like you, a teenager from Tally.
Are there a bunch of lulls running around
That's a
nowadays?
good question.
Is that a new thing?
No, not lull. No,
My bad.
second
I keep
L.
it wrong.
No
Are there a
sec-
bunch of LUHs running around?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that. I can't say whatever you just said. Right? That might as well be. It might as well be like rolling the R's in Spanish. You feel me? For some people, that's what that's.
Can you roll the R?
Yeah, that I can do. But that word you just threw out there is one that might as well be that. That's like kryptonite for some people, right? That's like that's like cilantro for people, for certain people. Like that's that kind of vibe for me. So you're saying that there are men there? You don't know if there's many of the
I don't
loves
believe there's
running
many
around.
laws running around. No.
Yeah, that's a pretty ridiculous name. I will say that wholeheartedly. That is a very stupid name, and I stand by that. All right, what you got?
All right, this is a sad one. You know how I bring the vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard of this dude, Jalen White in Wisconsin, 20-year-old.
Oddly enough, I think I have.
He was playing NBA 2K video game, and the details are silly. Like he was down 2 points and lost. Like I don't know why it keeps talking about how he was down 2 points. Like he lost and got pissed off and threw his 8-month-old baby against the wall.
Okay, no, I didn't hear that. This is a news story to me.
Horrific.
What the F?
Horrific. So at first, when the police came, because they said the baby bumped his head when they were changing diapers, then the baby fell off the table when they're changing diapers, then admitted like callously, yeah, I threw the baby. I heard his head hit the wall, like didn't even see it, all this stuff. Then they found out, you thought this was bad? It gets worse. Either he and or the mom have been abusing the child. The child's only 8 months old. They found rib fractures that were healing rib fractures. I don't even know how you fracture a baby. Like someone like this should never see the light of day again. They should just, because there's something missing in their brain. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's both of them, to your point.
Yes.
I mean, they found each other, which is problematic in of itself.
I mean, it's I don't know. Like I always talk about the worst things. Like I don't know. This is just, for once, I'm actually speechless. It's crazy.
Wow.
Because you're pissed off at a video game. You take the baby and, you always see those things. I don't even get how people throw like the remote at the TV. You ever see those things like mad at a sports event or a video game?
Why are you breaking your own stuff? I've never understood.
Yeah. But to throw your own child against a wall because you're pissed off.
I don't even understand how that would even occur to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? No. Like, how does that even occur? You know what I'm saying? It was like, I got an idea. Like, like there's no thought where I'm like, this makes sense. Or that it wouldn't even occur to me to do. Or how does that? Yeah, I don't get it at all. Like, I don't understand. Like, to your point, picking up anything.
And the crazy thing is the baby may live, they don't know.
That's
Right.
my next question.
Obviously,
Is the baby alive? I thought the baby was
yeah,
dead.
but
By the way,
the
you said
quality
that.
of life they're saying may not be particularly well for the baby.
8 months, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. For so
On the flip
many.
side, what you got positive?
I don't have anything now. Wow. I wish I had something for you.
All right, I'll save it for a second. I want to
Yeah,
get into some
keep going.
Trump Kamala elections.
Why are we talking the why? What's the point?
But no, I got some thoughts on some things. But let me ask you this: if you're in public as a dude, right?
Well, I would be in public as a dude by default. But okay. You just said I'm in public, but okay.
No, I don't know. According to all the GOP people, I don't know. Maybe you'd be in public as a girl because that's what every Democrat is pushing. Blah blah blah. Anyway, you got to piss, right? You're driving. You just catch on the side of the road. Or you go like a gas station or like a restaurant. Like, what do you do?
I would opt to go to a gas station / restaurant if those options were available. If those options are available, yeah.
You consider the uncouth or caveman-like to not?
I just would.
Those options don't even pop in my head.
To go to an actual facility is not something that occurs to you. So if you're at your house, let's take it a step further. If you're at your house, I mean, you're doing some work in the backyard. Get the F out of here, man. That's what I was going.
My wife does not.
Obviously, you're at your own house and you won't go inside.
I mean, it's a natural process.
So you're definitely in the pool pier. There's no way in hell you're out of the pool. There is no way in hell.
I'm not gonna lie.
You just said there's no way in hell this guy's getting out of the pool.
Been doing that since I was a youth.
Obviously. I mean, based on your hygiene.
What's funny?
Up. So have you raised your son to do the same thing?
Yeah, I had to stop him because he used to just drop chow like anywhere, and I had to be like, no, you kind of have to like hide and do it. He would just like I'd see just middle of like this grass area, just pull on his pants and go like, no, that's not how it works. But yeah, he knows.
He knows.
The crazy thing is my brother-in-law, he can't piss in the ocean. It's hilarious. Like you'll honestly spend 30 minutes trying.
Bro, there are certain beaches where there is no option. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're
I'm talking pissing in the ocean.
No, but I'm saying what I'm saying.
Everybody does that.
For him, everybody does that. Well, he doesn't obviously, but I'm saying for him to get out the water and find a place.
That's my point.
There's places that don't have that.
That's the only time logically you're not a caveman in my head.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. I can concede that. So
you're driving on the highway and it doesn't occur to you to just be like, there's a rest stop right there.
We talked about this in the group chat 2 days ago.
You're on the
3 times on the side. I was driving all day long 3 times. Boom. Right by your house. I dropped literally 1 block from your apartment on Wednesday.
There aren't a lot of like random abandoned areas.
That's a fully like
there were also a plethora of
urban street walking people, guy riding by on the scooter. I had to catch the door in the car. So I do the 2-door open effect where you kind of create a barrier,
versus again going to the bathroom. And when you're in my neighborhood, there are a plethora of restaurants, coffee shops, etc. Right? Stores, Target, whatever you can just walk into.
Seems unnecessary.
Wow. I'm so you and the dogs in essence are
yeah, dog. Why do dogs have a higher hierarchy?
No.
Yeah,
no. It's the opposite. Actually, we're saying the dogs don't know any better, and this is the option that we offer them because we're saying that they're not on the same level as us. You were saying that you were on the exact same level as a dog. What you were saying.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you do it in your own backyard as well. Like that's just crazy.
Not regularly, but sometimes I just camera.
So so then as the pee pooler itself, would you actually pee in the pool? Like if you're not in the pool.
But I see where you're going, right? I agree with you that my logic makes no sense, but no, that answer is no. I see what you're saying. Just stand on the edge and just pull down the pants and just piss in the pool.
I'm like,
there's no base. Wow, that's disgusting.
That's what I'm saying, right? Because the same concept, you wouldn't you wouldn't catch up on the beach and you would literally get in the water to pee in the ocean
Wow.
versus
I
peeing
may
in the
have to.
ocean from a
I may
stand-up
have to
perspective.
change my. Yeah, you're right. That's disgusting.
No, but it's the same,
I
right?
know. I'm fully conceding.
Yeah.
Fully.
The only time I've done that, like in the ocean, for example, is if I'm on a boat and the water's effing cold. Different story. I'll pee off the back of the boat into
That's
the
the
ocean.
only time.
If the water's really cold. If otherwise I'm in the water.
Oh, you mean stand off the
Yeah,
edge?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise I'm in the water. To your point,
yeah.
like it's so you. But okay, so again, you can see how this is a little awkward. Where you're like,
No,
I'll just pee. I
I.
won't pee in the
No,
pool, but I'll pee in the pool.
you got me.
Wow, yeah, good on you. Okay, what else you got for me? Are you watching this fight tomorrow? Tonight? Fights tonight?
Tomorrow,
Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay. I don't know why I thought it was either way.
I just started. It's for those that don't know, it's Jake Paul, YouTube now, kind of boxer, YouTube sensation versus Iron Mike Tyson. I just started the Netflix pre-series last night where they follow them and all that stuff before the fight.
And what, to get you hyped?
Yeah, it's just I always do that for when they used to have them on like Showtime and HBO before real fights.
Yeah, when
I
it's
like
fights. When they're
like
actual fights.
little docu-series thing, little vibe.
And so you are gonna watch it, that's my point.
Oh, shit, is the fight tonight?
I thought it was tonight. I just heard a podcast talking about it today, and that's why I thought you'd be watching it tonight. It is Netflix live events. What is the date? Doesn't mean maybe it's tonight. I just thought you would have been all over this as somebody again, like you just said. Tyson fight.
Yeah, it's tonight.
See, so you didn't even know that, Doug. Tonight being Friday, so everybody who heard this would have heard it.
Oh, check IG. Shree, what's going on? It's been years. Thank you for letting us know.
See? Oh wow!
I know. I still have that picture too.
Which picture?
Where we were in the arm cap.
Oh wow! Yeah. Actually, you sent that recently, or not too recently.
Where you sprained your thumb, and I got a concussion and tore my shoulder and bruised ribs.
Yeah, and that's where that. Yeah. That was a ridiculous day. All right. So what else okay, so you are gonna watch it, although you didn't know it's tonight, but it is tonight.
It's good to know. I would have missed it.
I mean, would it matter? It's Netflix. You can just tune in whenever you want to watch it. Are you gonna watch the pre-fights?
Supposedly the women. I don't know. Probably not, but supposedly it's a good fight rematch.
Are you gonna watch it at home? Or are you gonna go?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What else you got for me?
You tell me.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I've been on a news avoidance dynamic, so there's very little that I know. Like literally, if I see anything that starts with the word Trump in podcasts or whatever, I skip. So I have no idea what's beyond, and then people will obviously send stuff regarding cabinet nominations, etc. So I have no idea what's going on there as well, beyond obviously child predator Matt Gaetz and RFK. Like things pop up. But yeah, if I'm cool avoiding the entire topic, if you got something else to chat about, that'd be great. I know you mentioned you have political stuff to chat about.
No, just Matt Gaetz. It's just interesting where so many he's been nominated for Attorney General, right? And so many GOP representatives, senators, and congressmen have come out and say it's a horrible choice. So when your own side is saying that it's bad, he was being investigated for sex trafficking. The House Ethics Committee was still digging into him, and his boy got 11 years for sex trafficking. So I say this, like his real close friend. I know what my close friends are doing, and if they were doing things like that, they're not my close friends, right?
Agree.
Myself included, and my friends have done some dumb shit, but I'm not associating with sex trafficking and or engaging. Huh?
I think that's a pretty low bar, but yes, I think that's a pretty low bar to set for your friends, right? Like that's a default action. Like, hey, we're definitely not hanging out.
The problem with this cabinet, though, besides some of the individuals, they're almost all yes men and yes women versus traditional cabinets where you have people put you in check that you feel are good for the country overall. Right?
But obviously, I mean, why is that remotely a surprise to anybody? That's factual. Like that's what you would expect. I mean, the fact that RFK is up for what, health minister or whatever, or health secretary of health, the same dude who was spreading anti-vax like incorrect anti-vax falsehoods, which is redundant, across the board, right? Like again, it's just a bunch of idiots, plain and simple. But again, none of this is surprising to me, right? You have an efficiency committee held by two different people, which is the opposite of anything efficient. I mean, this
I never
dumb as
thought
hell.
about that.
How do you have two people running something and it's supposed to be efficient? Like, what is the? I mean, what?
I never actually thought about
I
that.
mean, it's ridiculous, dude. It's just stuff that makes zero sense. So yeah, I don't have much positive stuff to say there.
What I
Yeah.
will, what
Mhm.
I was hoping with RFK is I did not want him being named for anything, especially
Obviously.
this, but I wanted him kind of floating around, um, just yapping away to give some pressure to make change because it's like even a what's his phrase? Even a broke clock is right twice a
Twice a
day,
day. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So with him trying to, like you see in Texas, California was the first one. Now there's a movement in Texas to ban certain things. Like you look at like Kellogg's products. We in America get different cereals than Europe gets for a
Yeah.
reason, right? Because the FDA is just bullshit. We let all this lobbying. We can get any kind of poison or negative shit in our foods, and American people don't care. That's why we are, as you would say, myself included, unhealthy, fat. You like to make fun of me and clown me, right? But it's the truth. We eat like shit
I don't
because
know
we're
why you want
allowed
to
to eat
couple
like shit.
me into this we situation. You eat horribly. Amit's got quite a healthy diet, minus the cereal.
Yes, right. The worst
Minus the
possible
cereal.
thing. The
It
worst
says food.
possible thing. Um, right? Things like that. And even look, even the and I'd like to get we need studies on fluoride, right? Because even in the US, we're too anti-fluoride, but scientists have come out and said, you know what, we need more studies because there have been links, very small, but there's links to lower IQ and pregnancy of women, things in that nature, and we
Mm-hmm.
over fluoride things. So we used to in America have zero point 0.7 millimeters of fluoride in
In the water.
water in
Yeah.
warm states and like 1.5 in cold states or 1.3. And a few years ago, we reduced that to just 0.7 across the board. But now let's talk, maybe we should half that. Maybe we should lessen it, because the effect of tooth decay versus other issues. Like you look
Mm-hmm.
at Europe, right? It's like 25 countries in a part of Europe, total of 400 and something million people. And only 2 countries fluoridate their water, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you'd think, which country do you think, just jokingly, has bad teeth? Ugly
I mean,
looking.
it's the UK, obviously. Yeah.
UK, right?
Yeah.
Guess who fluoridates their
Yeah.
water? UK. So at first I'm thinking, man, you know,
No, but the bad teeth in the UK isn't bad because they're falling out or whatever. It's bad because there's a misalignment. The
right? I
angles are
mean,
off. The coloring is
even in
off.
Spain, when I was a teenager, I went to Spain thinking I'd meet all these hot girls, and I remember like so many people had messed up teeth.
Yeah. That's
And
just Europe as
that's
a
the other
collective.
country. That's the other country, right?
Spain. Okay.
Spain, right?
Yeah.
Those are the two main countries that fluoridate. So there's things, and then it's like the vaccines we take here versus vaccines in other countries,
Yeah.
right? The amount of shit in our vaccines, unnecessary shit. Again, big pharma, right? So I think cleaning up the stuff ideally would be amazing. I don't know how we battle big pharma, meaning we like society, because we don't want better. We just accept things. Ideally, we should have more stringent protocols in what goes in our food, in what goes in our vaccines, what goes in our water supply. That would be ideal.
Yeah, but
So
the
that's
difference
why I'm
is
saying
we.
that I'd rather him just be around with talking points and then have somebody credentialed,
Yeah,
smart, like
actually validate what he's saying.
going through with some,
Yeah.
if he wants to do a bunch of things, like a few of them that actually could have merit with studies, over the next 5 to 10 years
Yeah.
on what really needs to be done.
I
With
mean,
that.
we'll see how it plays out. It's going to be comedic. But again, he's somebody who is a little over the top or a lot over the top with a lot of general thought processes.
And
So we shall see.
then one more thing on the campaign, on the
Mm-hmm.
election. So there was all this talk about how the black vote's going to big switch to Trump,
Mm-hmm.
not majority, but a big switch. But did you see what did switch?
No.
A lot of and that it's not a obviously not all the same, but a lot of the Hispanic vote, right?
Switched to
Trump.
Harris?
No, to
Who
Trump.
switched to Trump? It was already there. Well, the
No,
Cubans
no.
specifically.
Cubans are Trump.
Yeah.
Venezuelans are Trump. You know,
Mhm.
a lot of the Mexican vote. South Texas, close to the border. For the last 100 years, there's a county, I can't remember it, that's been Democrat for the last 100 years. Overwhelmingly switched. So what does that tell you? They don't like the Negroes. No,
Yeah.
it's a subconscious thing, right?
They don't like
the Negro woman. For Obama, it was lower.
And then in that situation. No, but okay. So I think on that side, I think it's a double-edged sword. I think women. I think this country is not ready to vote for a woman.
This country's not, because I even hear comments and talking to people. I'm like, what?
Well, there's comments. Our friend made a stupid comment, and I'm saying that wholeheartedly. When regards to, he's not a pushover, and she's a pushover when it comes to international.
Oh, stuff. And I remember, I said,
I was like,
what do you mean?
I stopped. I just turned off my phone. Like literally, I was like, this is ridiculous. No, it vexed me because I'm like, that's based on absolutely nothing beyond gender.
It's like, correct,
right? And I think that stupidity is rampant in many cultures, Hispanic being one of them. Well, actually, this country is that thought process.
I think it's many cultures in this country,
right?
Just in general.
Wholeheartedly. It's not just Hispanics or whatever else. Because any people the same way, that thing still carries through. And I think that's a very, it's just dumb, to put it very, very simply, right? But immediately, because women also vote against that as well, which is also stupid. Like, it's not just predicated in something that is very specific, gender specific, and so on, meaning that women would be pro another woman. It's also going against them in that situation. So there's a lot of the vote you would lose by default just doing that, right? And you would hope that people would be a little more just aware of that bias, right? But quite the contrary.
Yeah, I mean, right? look in the comments. Ian said Hispanic machismo.
No, completely. But it's that, and it's also coupled. But okay, my overall thing, which has been something I've said forever, and I'll stand by it again. People vote for, and I don't know why we're talking about politics again. People voted for their self-interest, which is financial, plain and simple.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the problem. They're idiots.
Well, I'm not disputing that at all.
No,
I'm right with you.
I'm saying this. You know how I stump everybody? I say, do you currently like the tax plan in place and that you're paying? No, I hate it. I go, guess what? It's Trump's plan.
Yeah.
It's not Biden's plan.
Yeah.
Enacted in 2019. And it expires the end of next year, and he wants to ratify it to make it permanent.
Yeah.
So you're complaining about a plan that's actually from the guy you want.
Yeah.
And if her plan came through, which it probably obviously wouldn't even if she won, because she wouldn't have had the
she wouldn't have the votes. Yeah.
Right. She wouldn't have the votes. You would pay less money unless you make over 1.57 million a year, which unfortunately I do not make. And if I did, I'd be happy. I wouldn't say happy.
No, you would.
I'd be okay paying it.
That's the difference.
Right. But I don't make that. And 99% of the country doesn't make that. Therefore, they should want a plan that helps themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
But
especially to your point, when you look out for yourself, this is antithetical to that.
Yes, it is. Look, you got it right. Yeah, it is. It is. But it's not. But it's also how it's sold, right?
Yes.
It's never sold that way, right? It's so funny because the selling point is we'll give you, you'll have more money. Everybody's gonna be richer. Blah 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 blah. That's a selling point, right? And it's always been the selling point, right? On the right, and it works. And on the left, it's never about that. It's always about they pitch the same message every time, plain and simple, right? The tax the rich message is the same message all the time, right? But all people really hear is tax, right? Like, period. The rest of the stuff they're not listening to.
True.
And that's also what frustrates me. It's like these are just dumb things that happen again and again and again, and nobody amends it or changes it. Well, but that's the same thing.
Everything that happened in this election goes against a lot of the Republican GOP principles, which
Completely.
Is why I don't understand.
But it's not a principled argument.
Okay, less government interference is a huge Republican thing, right? Yet, all the stuff going on with abortion, all the stuff going on with controlling educational curriculum, and removing certain aspects, and making CRT a straw argument when it's not even taught in schools, right? And eliminating certain aspects of Black history in places of Florida. And now even tariffs, removing a free capital market, free market
it's
capitalism,
not only that,
which is American. But doing this tariff foolishness is going to cost us more, and it's going to affect, American companies as well.
But again,
that are based on these companies that they're based on importing goods,
but
right? Wholesalers.
yes, but nobody. So, which is why and we're gonna stop after this because I don't want to keep going down this path because we're talking to an echo chamber, right? We're aligned in this, even though you voted for the Green Party and threw away the vote. We're aligned.
Actually, at the last second, I did not.
I mean, the last second, you actually went in thinking you were going to do that. I was making a joke.
The problem is I didn't do enough research, and I'm like, you know what? I can't do. Throw a vote at the Green Party. I'm pissed off at myself because I didn't do enough research. I kept saying on the show I'm going to do research, and I did not do enough. What I did do is I voted for a Republican sheriff. Damn proud. He was so much better than the incumbent Democrat. But that's the duty of an independent, don't you see? Right?
I'm with you.
Just go for the best candidate.
I'm with you.
In your opinion.
That's what I do. Right?
I felt the Republican sheriff was so much better than the Democrat sheriff.
I mean, it's going to be an interesting 4 years, and more. It ain't over. This is the thing. This is the start, bro. But what else you got? Give me something lighthearted, please. Anything lighthearted.
All right. So you remember during COVID, I started losing my hair. You remember that?
I mean, this is lighthearted as it gets. Keep going. Yes, doctor. Yes, Dominic losing hair.
After I got COVID bad the first time, I lost 19 pounds in 10 days. Kind of wish maybe I could get COVID again.
I mean, you can. It's out there, bro. You can. You probably don't even know. You get a cold. You're like, oh. Well, I'll ask you that actually. If you get a cold, do you actually do COVID tests anymore? Like, I'll be legit.
I did a few months ago. Remember, just for curious. I did a few months ago.
Really? And you took a COVID test just out of curiosity? Would it have changed anything you've done?
Not whatsoever. It just we had it at home, so like the old one. Yeah, hadn't expired. So I just took it.
And did you have COVID?
No.
Okay. Sorry, I digress. You're saying yes. So yes, balding.
After I got COVID, lost 19 pounds, 10 days, recovering. A couple months later, I started feeling like I was losing hair.
Mm-hmm.
I was ignoring it until my wife was sitting behind me at a basketball game and goes,
and the reflection off your skull hit her in the face.
What's going on with your hair? I said, nothing. Don't worry about it. She goes, no, it's gone. I said, damn, I was hoping I was wrong. Right. Then I started doing some research, and it turns out when you get, I think we talked about this. I think even Ian, who's in the comments, commented about it. That these infections can lead to hair loss.
Yeah.
And it took a few months to grow back fully. Right. The problem is now.
I like how he's like, just so you know, we're back on track. Hair's there. Okay.
Samson-esque. The problem is now, I don't know what's going on. My hair is going really straight. Like I wake up in the morning and it spikes straight up. I don't have my curls. So I don't even know how to cut my hair. It's really weird.
Hold up. You're telling me that
not straight like you, but I don't have curls anymore. Like I used to, it wouldn't be nappy, but if you put a brush comb in my hair, it would get stuck. Right? And I have to look it through. It's not there now. It's just like this weird wavy shit. And I'm not liking it.
I mean, your son's got the same hair now that you have.
He's got more. He's got like white people hair.
Yeah.
I got this weird white Negro spans.
That is So hold up. So then, that's strange. That I've never. So hold up. Did you research that one, or was it just general?
No. So my daughter said it's got to be keratin in my hair dye. But I occasionally use like
my hair dye. That's right. You dye your hair. You count on me, and you dye your hair, and it's all natural with my grays and all. Yeah, and you dye your hair, so you can see all the grays. You can see the grays in the picture. See, look at that.
Because you've been traveling.
No,
I occasionally use like a shelf store bought. Hair dye.
How often do you dye hair for real? Like every week?
Every 2 weeks.
Get the F out of here.
I get my haircut every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I used to do it. They got expensive, man.
So I know I buy instead of this poison and you buy off the shelf, I buy this all natural crap. But I look in the ingredients. Well, it's a supply, so it actually winds up being cheaper, honestly. Because the one on the shelf, it's one use. It costs me like $11. This is $40, and it'll last me 3 or 4 uses. About the same, I guess. 4 uses, so it's the same.
But why wouldn't you why don't you want the grays? Like, Because you only dye the top. The sides of your hair, I'm assuming, are
No,
gray.
I dye the sides. The sides are way more gray than the top. That's my problem. I look like
That's
the
your
guy
problem.
from Sopranos. What's his name?
Oh
If
yeah,
I let
gonna
it
think about
go,
yeah.
my sides will be almost fully gray, and I have a Samson-esque black top. It's just gonna look weird, you know. So I've looked at the ingredients, including last night, of both the poison and the good one. No keratin. I don't know what's going on, but maybe that I don't know. This is not good though.
You gotta hit the Google machine, man, and see what else is
I've
going
been
on with this
googling.
situation.
Not
I
good.
mean, and I mean, you don't have any siblings, but otherwise, any direct siblings, otherwise, I could say, hey, maybe that's just how it works for you. Like,
They're
oh,
all
as you
bald.
get older, it gets
All
straight.
three of them have shaved heads, bald.
I got no, that's a new one.
Yeah.
That's it. I know for me, it'll probably get thinner as I get older, and do different things. But it yeah, it won't get curly or whatever. Like yours, that'd make no kind of sense.
No, I don't like it. All right, real quick. Did you know why mass use of toilet paper in the US has only been around for less than 100 years?
I'm sorry, what was that? Mass use of toilet paper has been around for only 100 years. Well, when did plumbing come about?
Oh, plumbing came around 19th century. Maybe 18th, but definitely 19th.
So then, well, oh yeah, I guess
Even plumbing
outhouses
in like
count as
ancient Rome,
yeah,
there was plumbing, right?
yeah.
You know what they
But I
used
guess
in ancient Rome, right? Like 2,000 years ago? You know what they used?
a bidet.
No, so they in like public bathrooms, they used to stick with a sponge, right? But you and everybody would share the same picture, like what do you call it, a trough? Trough?
Yeah.
PH
Trough.
or
Yeah, it's not. You're enunciating every letter, and you're not supposed to. But yeah, I'm not going to do it either. I think it's called yeah.
a trough.
It's definitely not that pronunciation. Yeah.
So you sit down, you take a shit, then you pick up the sponge, the stick with a sponge, wipe your ass, you stick it in a bucket of water or vinegar. Then the next person comes, shits, picks it up, does the same thing. Horrific, right? Back then they also used to wash their clothes and piss, but
I'm sorry. What was the last part with these?
Wash
Really?
their clothes and piss. Yeah.
I'm not even so much today. I did not know any of this. This is also why I've said, by the way, that when people are like, oh, if you go back in time, whatever.
That's what I tell my
I'm
wife
living
all
the
the
right
time. Never.
Yeah, I'm living the right time.
Simply because of germs and cleanliness and all. Oh,
I mean, I think I could go back.
Trump's guy, another guy for cabinet, I forgot what his position, said he hasn't washed his hands in 10 years. Says germs aren't real. He can't see them, therefore they're not real. Hasn't washed his hands in 10 years. Anyway, so I believe the Chinese actually invented toilet paper hundreds of years ago, but it didn't spread anywhere else. Americans, like in the 19th century, used to use this doesn't sound like it feels good. Dried corn cobs.
Okay.
To wipe their ass, right? And I think splinter-free toilet paper didn't hit the US until 1935. Now hear what I said. Splinter-free.
So there's a charter. You're like, wow. It's like, hey, I want to keep using this, but it's aggressive.
Yeah, so no, I am not going back in time. Right?
Yeah, I wouldn't survive, dude. Like, there's things that's one of those. And even if you're wealthy, like even if you're back in whatever time period, like what always gets me is, so even look at this, right?
People even if you're wealthy.
Right? Yeah, you're done regardless. But look at, like, for example, people like if you're in the military, for example, you got to put on the suit of armor. Man, that cannot be comfortable. If you got to pee and whatever else, I'm assuming you're not taking stuff off. I don't even know how that even works. When you go into battle and you're like, man, I got to go. I got to go before I work out. I can't imagine going into battle with that stuff on and be like, how do I play this game? Not going to work for me, right? I can't imagine what people smell like. Can't imagine.
How about that? How about this? Sexual activity.
No, that's what I'm saying. Underarm stuff and any kind of sexual stuff.
Mouth, underarm.
Oh my God, breath.
Like horrific. Horrific.
Like there's no way. Like I'll be like, yeah, I don't even know how to play the game. Like, so going back with what I know now, it's impossible. Like there's no way, right? None of it would work. I would just be like, I could go back to like the 70s, right? And then I'd just judge people in the 70s, but at least we had all the things that I got now, like soap and whatever else. That's as far back as I could go, right? Because even before, all that stuff not happening. Period. Like it just seems really, 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 really aggressive, right? All that, can't do it. And only that, like people like the Wild West and people going across in the whatchamacallits, right? Like, people migrating across this country, and setting up, also that. I also don't get how, on that note, imagine there were brothels across all these towns. All these towns are created as people migrated from east to west.
Yeah.
Present day brothel Amit isn't comfortable even walking by. Brothel back then? Are you kidding me? Just imagine that.
Bring up the Key West story again.
Well, yeah, and that's even a brothel, right? And
no,
again,
that's not. But that's
yes,
that's
how scared I was then. So a quick story for you guys on how this went down. Dominic and I are not built for the strip club life, and we went to one in Key West, which is also a place you shouldn't go to one, by the way, as well, right? I've been to others that are at least pleasant, I guess I would say, as far as the appearance of the people,
visually pleasant.
Yeah, yes. This was one. I mean, this woman must have been. This was like a good 15 plus years ago, I believe.
Oh, over 15 years ago. 20,
okay.
Probably 20 years ago. It's not. No, more than 20. Yeah.
No, he's been married that long.
Who was it for?
It was for Loesch.
It was?
It was a bachelor party. That's what we were down there. You know, we just went down willy-nilly to Key West. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I didn't even remember. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not that long ago. So either way, we go down there, and then this is back when Smirnoff Ice was a thing, and I remember that because I got ice, and there's a picture of it, which is so ridiculous. We go down to this place. There is, average age of the exotic dancer was death. Like there were aged people who looked like they're just, they look like they just smoked every pack of cigarette that existed in the world. And this was the result of what this place was. And we walk in, and a couple people we know are already there, and they're sitting by. It was in essence a long stage, and they're sitting by the stage. And Dominic and I reluctantly go in. And again, I'm not saying because we're holding that with it. It's just because we're just germaphobes, right? So it's nothing about anything else. We just, as germaphobes, that would be it was a problematic place to be in. And then we sit at 2 chairs by the bar, which is again problematic.
No, not the bar, the stage.
By the stage, sorry, which is problematic. And this woman comes out and starts dancing. And
she was eyeing you.
Yeah, and then I'm literally looking I'm making no eye contact intentionally, right? So that's the other part of it too, right? If you make eye contact, you're in. Like at this point, you can't get away. So I'm looking everywhere but at this person, right? Like literally looking at everybody but her. And then she kneels down in front of me, grabs my head.
She was like sweaty too.
Oh yeah, it's Key West, right? It's gross. Yeah. Again, smells horrible. It is gross. She grabs my head and puts my head between her breasts and starts shaking left and right. And it's like I wanted to cry, right? Like I felt that my skin was. I felt I was going to catch every STD that you could possibly catch, right? I felt so sick, like just immediate. It was cringeworthy.
Swirled your head.
It was, oh my God, it was so bad, right? And Dominic's doing exactly what we do now, just laughing. And it was so gross. I remember literally going to the bathroom immediately after and just, every bit of soap from the hand dispenser and wash my face off and just try to wash all of it off of me. It was that gross. It was a horrible experience. She grabbed you too right after, I believe, because you were laughing.
No. I did the one eye, block.
It was a horrible experience, right? Scarred me, right? Scarred me for. It's everything that I don't want in one person in one setting was this situation, right? From the cigarettes, from the sweat, from the age, from the appearance, from the occupation, from the location, all of it was not for me. It was really, really, really bad. I'll leave you on that note then.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful week, people. Be good. Eat better. Justice over order, always. Yeah. If anybody knows what the freak is going on in my hair, is this like what happens before you lose your hair? I hope not.
Yeah. If we keep doing this for a little bit too, and your hair, you actually start losing hair, your forehead's. I can't tell if it's getting bigger or not because we see each other every couple of weeks when we do this. So we got other people who watch us sporadically and see your forehead to see if it's getting aggressive. But all right, everybody, y'all take it easy.